What's up, gear mortals? Trey, Xavier here.
Isaac, too.
So today we're gonna take a look at the very first Trey Xavier Gear Gods review.
Right.
As you can see, this is gonna be the first review that I did on our channel because before I was in charge and before I started doing reviews, we had Sam Jacobs, who's been in a bunch of bands. He played with Intervals, toured with them recently, Escaped from Echo Base, and
Real sick dude.
yeah, super cool dude, great guitar player, better than me. Handsome, funny.
Handsomer than we'll ever be.
So we had him do a couple reviews of some Angle stuff, a Black Star video. This was before we really figured out what it was that Gear Gods was. We weren't even initially going to do a YouTube channel, which is hilarious now.
Wow.
As we have close to 1,400 videos at this point.
What was the initial platform that Gear Gods was thinking about?
We were just gonna be a website and we were just gonna do write-ups of interesting things and not that much original content. But we decided, really I decided that we were going to be a YouTube channel. I uploaded the first videos. You can see the Cormoran rigged. I spelled it wrong. I'm gonna have to fix that. Don't let me forget.
And this shit's like 4 to 5 years old at this point.
Yeah, this one says 5 years ago for the first one. We have a bunch of old videos from the Metal Masters 2014, which was like a NAMM all-star show. We got Wes Hauk when he was still in the Faceless, all kinds of weird random stuff.
It's crazy how 4 years ago is not that long, but in internet time, it's
Forever.
like it could be a million years.
The trends that have come and gone. This is an interview with Per Nilsson that I did. I was like all nervous to ask him for an interview. This is when his signature Strandberg was brand new. He didn't even have his big long beard yet. All right, and then here it is. The very first review that Trey Xavier ever did. Y'all ready for this?
Oh my God.
All right, so we still have the Periphery intro music for years.
Hey guys, Trey Xavier here.
Whoa!
And this.
Look at that hair!
The fact that I have hair, A, B, my beard is enormous.
That's a dude. It's a good looking beard. About the first thing I noticed about your demeanor is that you sound like you want to kill yourself.
So we're only 10 seconds in, and already there's so much information coming at us. I mean, okay, first of all, my look is ridiculous. Now, this was immediately before I left to go on tour, okay?
Oh, okay.
So I had just quit my job teaching music.
Full on unemployment status.
No, I hadn't quit yet. Or I'd put in my notice, but I was still teaching because I borrowed this guitar from a student.
Whoa!
I had it for 1 day. I shot the review in an hour.
Holy shit.
On a camera that I borrowed from my friend James, who has a production company. So actually, this is a sick camera that I'm shooting on.
Yeah. And none of this is yours.
And none of it's mine.
I recognize the guitar in the background.
Yeah, the Jaws guitar.
Yeah.
And then this is a really old Acacia that was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
This was another Ibanez Prestige that anyway, this was when I lived in Petaluma in like basically what was like a trailer that had just been like set into the ground and was rented as like a little house. It was real shit, but I liked it a lot.
What prompted the review of this specific guitar? Like,
It was brand new
Oh,
at the time,
okay.
and my student bought one, and I was like, all right, this is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
I got to do it.
And so Gear Gods already had reviews at this point, so you're like, I should try.
Yeah, I was like,
try
I
my
guess
hand at it.
that's a thing. The opportunity presented itself,
Yeah.
and here we are.
Oh, look,
All right.
little John Petrucci in the background.
Little tiny,
That's nice.
little John. Little did I know. So this is it hanging in the music school where I work. Wow, wow. That to me, this is something that I never would let slide in a million fucking years these days. The space between when this little B-roll shot ends, and this is like, I took this audio straight from Conquering Dystopia. And then there's like a space, and then I make this little open my mouth.
Oh, we don't have that anymore.
Comes equipped with
That's not allowed.
We've come a long way. This actually makes me feel really good about where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes it can be like, oh man, like, you know, you can always be better, but this really puts it in perspective.
Yeah,
Like,
it's lit by Home Depot lights that were super hot.
I can already see the sweat 30 seconds in.
I look like a fucking hobo.
You're a hairy meatball man.
I just wanted to have something to flop around on stage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Frets, a single volume knob that also has a push-pull coil tap.
And
Three-way
cool guy
switch.
Trey trying to play it, play it safe.
And locking tuners. It's a 26.5-inch scale, so the frets are a little bigger than you might be used to.
I
so keep that
had
in
never
mind if
played
you're
an
getting
extended
something
scale
like this.
guitar before this.
It's not gonna feel the same right away.
Where were you filming
the
this?
This was like in my, I had like a music room basically.
Oh, okay.
It was technically it was the bedroom, and I think my bed was in what would have been the living room. But yeah, I like made this wall to kind of soundproof it so that I could have band practice in there and stuff.
It's a good backdrop.
No, it looks ridiculous. I just like a bunch of crap
Well,
on here.
it looks like a place where music reviews would happen.
Yeah, it's definitely very real.
So when you're playing leads, it tends to feel a little bit bulkier.
Bulkier.
Aside from the fact that it sounds
I
really
think
great.
this is an
lead
entirely
guitar,
different person.
It's not really that suited for lead playing. So if
Dude, people in the comments section got so pissed about
man.
that, which is hilarious to me now because, like, first of all, it's still true to a certain extent. A longer scale guitar is less suited for lead playing in general, I think, than a shorter scale guitar in terms of bending and the feel of the strings. Now that I have spent a long time playing longer scale guitars, I really like them, and it's fine for me to solo on like a 27-inch scale, but like the longer it gets, the harder it gets. So that's not a lie, but like people were like, oh man, the Jeff Loomis guitar is 26.5 inches and he doesn't have any problem. And I was like, yeah, he's a god, so he can play whatever.
They're like, I just saw you play a solo on it. This man is full of lies.
100%. There's at least 1 or 2 comments saying that shit.
So from
Anyway.
the beginning, there were shitty comments.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
The very first video.
And I think I was probably more butthurt about it then than I would be now, but I wasn't like, you cannot play high notes on this at all. Like, it's just not as...
won't allow it.
For my money, 25.5 or 25 inches is the best for lead shit in general. But anyway.
you're mainly looking for lead guitar, this probably isn't it because of the longer scale length, it's a little harder to cover a lot of real estate up in the higher frets.
Oh, also, you'll notice I'm looking like off screen.
Right.
I didn't have like a script or something. I was literally looking at the monitor
Of you.
of me. I was looking at myself, little vain
Those
asshole.
those are the things you learn along the way, like where to look.
Yeah, I didn't even
Why would you even think about that? If you have an hour to shoot this thing, like you're gonna think about.
Oh, yeah.
You're
I had to just, it was just go, go, go. A month after this, all of this stuff was gone. I moved out and
then went on tour.
went on tour.
Yeah.
Put all my shit in storage, quit my job, gave up the apartment, and just free balling.
Wow. And took
In
this
Europe.
guitar with you, and you had one very sad student. He's like, "Can I get my guitar back, Mr. Xavier?" Did you edit
the
this?
flame maple
Yeah.
underneath
Wow.
Probably in Final Cut.
with a matte clear coat.
This is
Got a
very
good
telling. I
thin neck,
love
not
white
too
guitars
thin, not
still.
like your Wizards or.
I can see how stoked
or
you are
Music
on
Man
it, dude.
feel
Honestly, like
finish on the
it's
back.
hard to believe that this is the same person that I know
Not like
today.
A,
Weird,
not
right?
it's like you're on
thick
like depressants.
gloss.
I thought I was
Nice.
fat then,
Too bad you can't play the lead shit on it.
and now he plays lead.
Now is the review or the demo. What were you running it through?
My Axe effects too. I recorded everything, including the tracks for the song and the playthrough takes in an hour.
I mean, for a first video, this is great. Like, shit got a lot better, but for the first one, I mean.
Just like look how like there's all these hot spots, like because the light's so bright.
Oh, and then it just.
And that's it. I put the playthrough at the end. I just assumed that people would sit through the whole thing.
Yeah.
This was just so formative, like super primitive
You're learning all these
understanding.
things, yeah. Dude, that was great.
Oh, thanks. Look, the title even is Gear God's review / demo, and then the thing. I mean, it's 5 years old. It's still only got like 35,000 views, which is like pretty good, but
Yeah.
you would think that over time it would have accumulated a lot more. And it's funny, like here we are, like whatever, 100 reviews later, and we've got it way more down to a science.
Yeah.
And all the like little things that people that like will annoy people or things that'll annoy us. I didn't do any color grading. I didn't do any
Transitions.
The transitions were terrible. They were just all hard, like bad looking hard cuts that were in Like if you're gonna, like we do a lot of hard cuts because it's 2018 and that's the internet, but they weren't tight hard cuts.
Right, there has to be an element of like time to it, like a decision for why you cut it here. You know, like the mixing is that's a whole thing.
I don't even know if I think I might have mixed this.
It's funny the stuff that, and we were talking about this the other day, like stuff that goes into a video that now we've kind of got a system, like we don't really think about it too much, but when you really start breaking it down, like why you made X amount of decisions and why you did this versus this, you see why you don't do certain things.
Yeah.
These videos that, you know.
And but it's hilarious that this took us an hour. Now we've got it down, this took me an hour.
Yeah, I wasn't even born.
You were literally
3 years old.
A child. The way we do it now is better in every way, but it takes way longer still.
Yeah.
Like this took an hour. It's not that great, but now we shoot 3 or 4 hours.
How long did it take for you to edit this?
Probably like a month. I like shot it all and it was just sitting in a hard drive while I was on tour. Yeah, then I came back and edited it. All right, let's take a look at some of these comments. Oh, here we go. The Loomis model has the same scale length and number of frets. I don't see it slowing him down, LOL. Not suited for lead. Plays lead lines in demo. Oh. Why is the guitar not suitable for leads?
All these
Where's the part where he calls me a fucking idiot?
I think you might have just imagined that.
Saying this guitar isn't suitable for lead playing is one of the most idiotic things I've ever heard. Jeff Loomis plays the exact same scale length, 26.5 inches, and I would put him up against anybody. Oh, you would put Jeff Loomis up against anybody? What a surprise.
So you still agree with the statement of having a longer scale length is not as suitable for leads, but would you have rephrased it now versus how you said it in this video?
Yeah, I mean, I would just...
A big thing I noticed that you do in the videos now is you'll say like, I feel like, or for me, those are two really important key phrases to use.
Yeah.
Because if you say this guitar is not for leads, everyone's like, well, technically. But those are things you learn over time, you know? You're like, wow, people really fucking hated that one thing I said. I guess I won't say that anymore. Or I'll learn to say it a different way that's more of a personal opinion.
I mean, it seems like these people all interpreted what I said just wrong. Like, like,
or as
like,
law.
play whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's a guitar. You play the notes as much as you like.
Yeah.
In whatever fashion you decide to do so. But that doesn't make the thing that I said any less true.
Look, this guy.
Dude, this demo is so awesome. I can't find the words. And then he says the words. Short, to the point. Blah. He made up a word. This should be set as an example for short reviews. Seriously, nice job. There you go.
Hey, Gabor Jonah, we have a Patreon. You could get in touch with us. I like the comment towards the bottom. Where it's from? Where it's from? Did you reply to any of these?
I did. Let's see. Let's see what salty Trey Xavier wrote. Suck my fucking dick. Somebody wrote, I agree that this is a weak review. Seems like he just followed previous spec lists and then decided longer frets wasn't comfortable, so we can forget about soloing on it. This guy doesn't seem to have the experience to carry out these reviews. Technically, he was right on that.
4 years later, though.
I responded to this a year ago. The thing is, like, you know, on YouTube, you see the comments as they come in, so I'll just respond to them a lot. But, oops, I just heart reacted. A 2-year-old comment. This guy says, seriously, leads are very harder with this axe? I need to know because I want to buy it. Tell me more, please. Mario. Let's go! I answered that the frets are a little farther apart than a standard length guitar. It's not unmanageable by any means. It just feels noticeably different. As you can see in the video, you can still certainly shred on it. To me, it just felt like it was more geared towards rhythm. It's a Keith Merrow guitar. He doesn't play almost any lead guitar at all. So that was part, you know? So that was a fun walk down memory lane.
Whew.
I think it's great to see how far I've come personally. Just being like lively and interesting to watch on camera, or at least not like I want to die, you know? I very distinctly remember being like, shit, I really gotta knock this out. Like, oh, I don't have any time.
I gotta have some fun today.
And I was just like, I think I felt pretty much like the sound of my voice. Like, I wasn't just not good on camera, although I was also not good on camera. Part of it was just that's how I felt at that point, the mood that I was in, because I was like, I gotta finish this up so that I can bring the guitar back to my student who I was teaching later that day.
Got it. So you had a lot of external stress.
I was a bit stressed.
I imagine you, like, after the shoot was over, you're like, I think they went pretty well. Get up and leave.
All right, great. Okay. This was super fun to do.
Hell yeah, dude.
Maybe we'll do more ones like this if people seem to like them. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. You know what to do. If you haven't already, mash that subscribe button and smack the bell for more reviews and original content. And we'll see you real soon.